Angelina Jolie had a top plastic surgeon look at son Pax's huge face injury after his horrific e-bike accident. Angelina Jolie's son Pax was in a horrific e-bike accident in late July in Los Angeles. And now DailyMail.com has learned Jolie got some of the best doctors to tend to her son. One of those doctors was a plastic surgeon who carefully looked over the large cut on his forehead. Angie wanted to make sure Pax did not have a terrible scar on his face, so she asked a top plastic surgeon in Los Angeles to look at him and take care of it, said a source. She is a very hands-on mother and does whatever she can for her kids. She made the call herself and was there during the consultation. This comes after Pax was seen with Angelina on the red carpet for the premiere of Without Blood at TIFF Lightbox during the Toronto International Film Festival in Toronto, on September 8. He worked as an assistant director on her new film Without Blood that stars Salma Hayek. The 20-year-old adopted child of the movie star was wearing sunglasses, but the red scar over his left eye could still be seen. Pax appeared to be in good spirits as he smiled alongside his movie star mom, who was stunning in a black dress and opera gloves. He has also worked on her first Kung Fu Panda, Maleficent, and First the Killed My Father. And he worked as an AD on her new film Maria as well. Jolie reportedly raced to be by Pax's side when he was hospitalized following his crash at around 5 p.m. on July 29 when he was on Los Feliz Boulevard in Los Angeles. A source told Page 6 he was stable after the crash, adding Angelina is by Pax's side of the hospital as he recuperates. Law enforcement sources told TMZ Pax smashed his electric bicycle into a stopped vehicle at a congested intersection when a traffic light turned red. The driver reportedly hopped out of the car to check on Pax before first responders were called. Pax, said not to have been wearing a helmet at the time of the incident, reportedly suffered a head injury and was left with hip pain and was then rushed to hospital for treatment. Page 6 said even though paramedics were worried that Pax was experiencing minor brain bleeding, it is understood he was doing better soon after. Along with Pax, Angelina has 5 other children with her 60-year-old Fight Club actor ex, Maddox, 22, Zahara, 19, Shiloh, 18, and 16-year-old twins Knox and Vivian. Angelina and Brad started dating in 2004 and married 10 years later, but split in 2016 and have since been embroiled in bitter battles over child custody and ownership deals linked to their French vineyard. Brad initially won a 50-50 custody agreement that was sealed for privacy in 2021 but overturned later the same year. The exes were declared legally single in 2019. Last week Hayek said she was impressed by Jolie's serious and professional sons Maddox and Pax on the set of Without Blood. Angelina wrote and directed the movie and her boys Maddox, 23, and Pax landed jobs in the assistant director department serving as a liaison between the director and the other departments. And the movie's star Salma was happy to work alongside the boys on set because they were so dedicated to their jobs. She told People, "They work hard." Angelina was very professional with them. She's demanding. They got the respect of the crew, and they were good with the crew, and they were very in their place. They were not treating me like they treat me outside of there. They work hard. They are very serious about what they do. Salma went on to add, "It is kind of funny, I was teasing them at the beginning, but then I had to say, no. I have to separate and just treat them like professionals because it's disrespectful." Angelina's sons also worked in the AD department on the set of her movie Maria, which was directed by Pablo Larraín, and she admitted the work is good for them. She told The Hollywood Reporter, "They've done that quite a few times, and I think that's good for them. Pax tends to do stills and he gets brought in, and Pablo was wonderful and recognized that he was good at it." The actress was also grateful to have her sons around to support her because playing opera star Maria Callas was so emotionally exhausting. She added, "It really meant a lot that my boys were with me on Maria. When I would have really heavy times, they would come over and just give me a hug or a cup of tea. That was probably one of the more intense things was that, usually when I'm expressing that much pain, it's not in front of my children. You really try to hide from your children how much pain and sadness you carry. And so for them to be with you when you're expressing it at such a level, I think it was the first time they ever heard me cry like that. That's usually for the shower."